Respecting people older than you is not always right.
Take effing action. Put it together. And subscribe to Tom Penn's channel on YouTube now. Yeah, I like it. It's crazy.
Coming from a Western culture, being educated in the West, grow up in Canada, there are certain things in Vietnam and generally in Asia that I don't really understand. Let's just say that. And one of those things is the respect for people older than you. And that appears to be something very significant and important in Vietnamese culture. I have lived in China, I've lived in Taiwan, I've lived in most parts of Asia, and I would say this is a tradition that is still strong in Vietnam. Even in other cultures, this has already started to erode, that age is really not an indicator of how much respect you should give them. I can see that no longer to be the truth in, say, China or Taiwan or Japan or Korea. But that still remains strong in Vietnam. Let me tell you a story. So about 4 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, I run an engineering team, right? I have this quality tester, I have this QA tester, who is a problem. He's generally just fucking lazy and he fights every order and he doesn't want to do work. And all the work that he produces is complete shit. Of course, I sent my project manager, or in engineering we call that person Scrum Master, right? I send this person to basically, manage this person. Say, hey, you gotta keep this person in check. Make sure that he's producing results, right? Like we cannot afford to have idiots on our team, like people that just don't want to do work or they produce poor work, right? So the Scrum Master, it's a girl. She didn't have a whole lot of experience as well. She's not that smart either. And she went to talk to this quality tester, and she's of course scared. And this quality tester used the seniority, trick in the book, right? He just said, "I'm older than you. You have to respect me. You don't tell me what to do," right? And actually, the Scrum Master, the project manager, actually believed it. Actually, accepted it and say, "Well, I can't really tell him what to do. He's older than me." And this happens in my own company, right? And when this happens, it impacts results. It impacts our ability to execute and perform, right? So of course I was furious, right? I was like, dude, age has nothing to do with respect or who should listen to who. It's about ability. It's about results. So coming from a Western culture, being educated in Canada, age has nothing to do with your ability to execute or the amount of respect that you get. Because, well, first of all, respect is, I don't really believe in respect, but, respect is earned, right? Not given. You should not give somebody respect just because they're older than you. That's ridiculous. If that's true, then everyone should respect me because I'm pretty fucking old. So you do not simply give people respect just because of their age, right? And I can understand where this comes from. This comes from, Chinese Confucius thought, right? For all you China haters, yes, the way you behave, the way you think is very fucking Chinese, all right? So this comes from Chinese Confucius thought, right? So in Confucius thought, they tell you to respect your elders. You must respect your father, you must respect your grandfather, you must respect the paternal part of your family, right? And that's how, Asian culture has passed down this idea generation to generation to generation to generation, right? And we all believe that, well, they're older, they must be right. They're the older brother, they must be right. Well, actually, no, not true. If you listen to my channel, you understand that if you want advice, if you want to learn from somebody, right, I want you to go and find somebody more successful than you are. Your older brother could be a complete idiot. You don't want to listen to him. Your father could be a complete idiot. You don't want to listen to him. Your grandfather could be a complete idiot. And you should not listen to him, right? So we measure people by results. If your father or your elder brother is a super success, yeah, totally, you should respect them and you should listen to them and you should learn from them. But if not, then no, do not do it. Do not respect them. Do not learn from them. Seek people that are better than you, that have more success than you, that are where you want to be. And those are the people that you learn from, right? Respect is not given to people based on age, sex, position in the family. No, respect is earned. They earn your respect when they achieve something, when they have results, when they are more successful, when they have more money, when they have better careers. Then maybe you give them your respect. In my own organization, I do not want people to, listen to other people just because they're older, right? That to me is fucking ridiculous, right? I cannot run a successful organization if people believe that age determines order, right? That is stupid. I want my most intelligent people, I want my most hardworking people, I want my most loyal people to be at the top of this command chain. Not the fucking idiots, just because they're a few months older, they think they can run the show. No, fuck no, right? Yeah, and in that particular case, this QA tester was only like 2 months older than the project manager, and he's already pulling the age card, right? He's like, I'm older than you, you need to listen to me, you can't tell me what to do, right? That's fucking bullshit, all right? So when you see this, I want you to expose it. I want you to not accept it. I want you to say, fuck you, right? You're only 2 months older than me. What the fuck? What qualification do you have to tell me what to do, right? Show me fucking results. As a country, Vietnam, if Vietnam is going to be advanced economically, if Vietnam is going to be a first world country, if Vietnam is going to be a country with high quality of living, high income, everybody makes a lot of money, everybody drives Mercedes, everybody lives in villas. If Vietnam is going to be that kind of country, we need to get rid of this, old Confucius thought that, we need to respect the elders. We need to go from ancient Confucius thought to modern merit-based thinking, right? You reward people based on their result. It's called merit, right? I might get in trouble by saying this, but, in a way, I also don't believe in democracy. If you look at democracy in the West, you look at United States, even Canada, you look at Europe, it's fucking chaos, right? You don't always elect the best people into government, right? I believe in meritocracy, meaning that if you want to run the government, you better show the fucking results, right? You better show the people that you can do it. So I have to say China got this right. And I'm not Chinese. I don't have a Chinese passport. Although I did live in China for some time, and I can see that how meritocracy really works. In China, the government is formed by people that can produce results. If you produce results, then you go up. If you can't produce results, you go down. They run the government like a fucking corporation, right? And it works. You look at the growth of Chinese economy over the last 30 years. It's a fucking miracle, right? They went from poverty, complete zero, everybody's poor, to the fucking richest, most powerful economic nation in the world. They did that in 30 years because of meritocracy, because of the way they run government. I can see that merit plays a very important role in government, in business, in China. And that's why they have enjoyed success. I don't give a shit about all you fucking China haters, because I only learn from results. I only learn from successful countries, successful business people, successful companies. If I look at something that works, that's something that produces results, I'm going to learn from it, right? Unlike you guys, China, everything bad. Well, no, I don't really give a shit. I learn from what works, all right? I hope you have the same mindset. With that said, I believe in Vietnam, we have really good government. If you look at how the coronavirus situation was handled in Vietnam, obviously it was handled by very competent people. We have that situation under control. Good job to the Vietnamese government. And if you look at how much we're investing in infrastructure, into transportation, obviously the Vietnamese government is thinking about the future. For that, I think, we do have good people in government. Don't be a fucktard. Take fucking action. It's the result that matters.